Hey everybody, before we get started with this procedure, I just wanted to remind you we've got that awesome giveaway going on. Again, it's custom orthotics or over-the-counter inserts, which we are going to mail you. Please don't forget, click the link and this will tell you exactly what to do, but it's pretty simple. Like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel. Pretty easy, okay? If you want to, maybe tag a person who would enjoy these videos. Good luck! Dr. Friel's here. We have a young lady here who's not been able to have her nails trimmed because a local podiatrist retired. So it's been, how many months would you say? I mean, he's been retired for maybe 6 months? Longer?
At least 10.
At least 10 months. Okay. So no worries. This is something that we do all day here. She has found us through a friend. So we're just going to take a peek. We're going to let you know how the experience goes, and you don't need to be nervous about coming in because this is something we see all day long. So if you're at home and your nails look like this, please give us a call. We can take care of it. I already told her she's going to lose about 5 pounds of toenails. It's going to feel really good once we're done. She'll feel like dancing out of here. So we'll go ahead and get started. So if you, did you try trimming these at all?
Not this time.
You can kind of see down here at the bottom, and this is concerned how one of the nails is actually curling down exactly into the skin, and you can even see how it's starting to pierce the skin. I mean, that becomes really painful. Yeah, absolutely. You can talk as much as you want. Yeah, we just talk through it, so it's just like us being in here. So yeah, what I typically do for a nail like this, if you are a caregiver or a child at home, try to get underneath the edge here if you're comfortable. And she already said she's ticklish, so I'm gonna do a little clip, and we do little by little. Okay, because if there's any skin that's grown underneath there, we don't want to nip any of that. So we can already see how much already came off in just one little gentle. I'm gonna tilt her just a little bit. Okay. Oops. All right, so let's get comfortable here. Also be real careful. We've got a lot of dry skin. We already decided that we're gonna call in a cream. Honestly, at first, I would probably use it twice a day to get this a little, yeah. And then that next time that she comes in, we'll take a peek, and we may add a urea-based cream to it.
Okay.
You okay? I know this is really tender because the nails are just so long. They haven't been touched in so long that the skin kind of, and we have to be real careful. I'm going to show you in between the toe here. You can see in there. Make sure you check in between all the toes whenever, because you can get some debris. So this little guy was just kind of hanging in there, and a lot of times you don't feel it, so we need to make sure, what I recommend is after maybe once a day soaking the feet is getting a washcloth and just taking it in between the toes, and you'll definitely, and then also like a dry towel afterwards, and then do the good thick cream. So this nail, and I mean, this has got to be painful in your shoes.
No, it isn't.
It's not?
I had this toenail over here that's turned. Kind of got to hurt the occasionally.
There you go. Another one down. So what we're going to do, like I said, is work on the length of the nail, and then once that's done, we'll get the Dremel and smooth it down. She's kind of ticklish, so we'll see how well that works. Be really careful if you're trimming at home. This skin likes to build up underneath.
That's why I stopped.
That's what gets scary.
Yes.
Because if you go just to clip it all at once,
yes,
we don't want any bleeding. All right, so you can see underneath here, this is a really good example of it. Right in there. All of that is potentially skin that could be attached.
Okay.
You got it. So I'm gonna clip just a little bit. And I usually try to clip at an angle. What that's gonna do is start my angle in which the nail automatically follows. Because when they're so dry and brittle like this, most of the time, once you kind of get the right spot, it kind of falls off on its own. So this one's a little longer. So I'm just gonna take my time, make sure that I'm not getting any skin. And I go real gently, just do a little soft kind of pressure on the nipper to make sure that she's not feeling anything. And you can feel an immediate reaction and kind of pulling back the foot or And what I also recommend before you come in next time, make sure you soak your feet for like a solid 30 minutes.
Okay, just soften it.
Right before you come in, exactly. I mean, everyone always trims their nails after they get out of the shower.
Sure.
Well, it makes sense because it makes it way more comfortable for you.
I've never done that.
You've never done that?
No, never in my life. Well, I didn't have nails that looked like this on.
Well, listen, Look how much better they're already looking. And then we're not even anywhere near done. Look at this. Look how that curl. Well, we're not going to let you get in this bad again. And if you ever have any nail that's kind of digging in there, that's painful in between your regular nail trims, call us.
Okay.
Just to let everybody know, with certain, like diabetes or poor circulation to the feet, your insurance typically covers a nail trim every 9 weeks by us.
Okay.
So if you're uncertain if you qualify or not, come in. I'm sorry, I know. That one's the one that one's facing you. So if you're uncertain if you qualify or not, come in and we'll do an evaluation and assessment and let you know. All right, boy, he's a thick one. Okay. Oh, thank God that one's off. Look at that. It's so uncomfortable. Every time we do this, they're actually going to look better and better because we're kind of getting the fungus more managed.
Okay.
If you want, there's a nail gel that you can apply every day to help soften the nail and to kind of help de-layer it.
Okay.
The girls can bring it in when we're finished. It's called Edessa. You okay? I'm sorry. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we can kind of see here, this one, the big toenail, how it's curled all the way under here. All right, everybody, watch out. I will tell you, I've only gotten a toenail in my mouth once. One and only time. I learned my lesson. But sometimes they're so hard,
Sure.
and it's impossible to do a nail trim like this with just the regular nippers,
Oh.
There's no way.
Well, I went to the medical store to get some and try, and it was just like what you said about, I'm so afraid.
Right.
it's gonna get
Yes. Okay. Here we go. Already looking better. It's a little jagged. I got to be so careful of that skin. Definitely want to, and for the students out there watching and the residents, we get a lot of people that are trying to learn technique and things like that. So important not to lean your nippers back this way, or if I'm going this way, to go in this way. You will get the nail bed and you will never ever see that patient again. I have to work out my forearms. Funny thing is I used to do a bunch of nursing homes and assisted living facilities.
Right.
And I would go and squat on the floor and trim toenails. They would
I'm sure lined up.
lined up, exactly.
Yeah.
And then when I was done doing that, because I did it for about, oh my gosh, I think like 5 years.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you third?
Yeah.
I've gotten that one cut down.
One down, one to go. So when I was done doing that, I measured the circumference of my forearm. It was an inch difference from trimming so many
I don't
toenails.
believe it.
Again, just going to kind of clip straight back because it's so long. You can kind of see it follows the line on its own. So it's not, and a lot of people try to make the mistake of clipping the whole thing at once.
Yes.
No, what it does is flatten the nail,
And smooth.
and then it makes it, oh my gosh, incredibly painful.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 to go. I'll let you do the countdown. Okay, here we go. That one right there was getting ready to dig into the skin. So always of concern is an ingrown toenail. Most people think that you can get an ingrown toenail only on the big toes. Common myth, you can get it on any toenail for any different reason. I had one patient I trimmed, the nail went like this. It was almost like a horn that went just like this into the skin. It was crazy.
Well, I'm never going to break this one.
It's taking our time, making sure we don't.
Yes, and I appreciate it too.
Absolutely.
Because I'm very sensitive
I know.
about my feet. I
Well,
didn't realize my toenails were so bad.
Just think about how much easier it's going to be next time.
Yes.
Okay, look at these guys. I'm not sure where they're headed. That second one, boy, it just likes to jet off.
Yes.
Okay, gonna go straight up here. Feel, make sure there's no skin. Just do a good clip. Straight across. And then there it is. A common issue as well, or myth, is people think that they need to trim their toenails straight across. What I generally recommend, and I have another video out there on how to trim toenails specifically, is just follow the natural nail bed shape that you were born with. Everyone's a little different. So the golden rule is to leave about 1 millimeter of what I call the white stuff. This stuff right here. I know this is the one that's the hardest one here.
Yeah, it hurts.
I know, I'm sorry.
I know. Oh.
Hang in there
Is
with
that
me.
The one that's sensitive?
That's the one that,
It's no sensitive.
yeah, it hurt. It was bent over sideways.
Doing great. The big toe over here is going to be a lot of fun too.
Oh,
Well, it's so thick.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a different method here. I'm gonna go straight because of how thick it is and see if I can't get it to kind of crack and get a little more manageable. There we go. Oh, there we go. That was it.
great.
Do some Lamaze breathing up
Thank
there.
you for being so concerned and
Oh,
so
you're
caring.
welcome. Oh, my
I really
pleasure.
appreciate it, sweetheart.
Oh my gosh. I'm happy to do so. I know that these are just incredibly painful when they get, this thick. And okay, so the last one, saving the best for last. So this one's a little more challenging if you're trying to figure out how on earth do I get a hold of that thing. Well, when it's softer after using the nail gel for the next time, and then also
Soaking.
soaking for sure. And if you're at home and you don't have any nail gel, you can use Vicks salve.
Oh, okay.
What that's gonna do, and just apply it every day, is gonna make the nail nice and soft. And so what we can do, it'll make it a little more malleable so we can grab a hold of it.
Okay.
So I'm going straight in this way. Now notice I'm not going down, I'm going more parallel. And I'm just trying to get as much of a bite as I can comfortably. And typically the fungus starts kind of delayering on its own. Just stand up for this guy here. You okay? You let me know if I need to stop, all right? See, it's almost like paring a rock. There we go. There we go. Now we're into a layer. You can kind of hear it peeling, and you can feel it peeling. You're doing great. You haven't jumped at all. So now I'm thinking, okay, where can I find that layer and kind of keep following that? There it is. You can kind of see from here, right there. I'm at least getting it thinned down some. And again,
Yeah, I'm doing good.
I'm doing good.
What I'm going through. It really, she doesn't hurt me. She's doing wonderful. That's why I said thank you for being so caring.
Oh,
I really appreciate it, sweetheart.
well, I'll tell you, I started trimming toenails in my grandfather's office when I was 15 years old.
Really?
Thank goodness.
Yes.
Goodness.
So he taught me everything I know.
Oh, he's a great guy.
Yes, he was.
He's still alive?
No, unfortunately, he passed away my first year, or my second year of college. Yeah, so,
Oh.
but he knew. I started working in his office when I was 12,
Oh,
sweeping up toenails.
No,
I literally started from the bottom.
golly, sweetheart.
And then about 11 years ago, I finished residency and I decided to open up my own practice. So I thought, I think I've got enough experience from what he taught me in my training. And I started with 800 square feet, right? And just kind of, that's why I was doing the nursing homes and
Right.
wound care centers and all over the place. And then we just kind of grew and grew and grew and grew.
Now, are you from here?
I'm from Lewis County, which is basically South Portsmouth, Kentucky. There is nothing there.
South what?
Portsmouth. We don't even have a Walmart.
I never heard of it.
Exactly. So you can see on the side here. Look at all that. Just crumble, crumble, crumble. I'm almost done, okay? Do you have any burning, tingling, or numbness to your feet?
No.
Okay. Almost there. Well, I think that's what we're gonna get for today. Don't worry, we are not done. Just the hard part is over.
Well, I don't
Okay?
know if I never could stand that. I don't know if I can do it today or not.
If you can't, then we won't.
Well, I didn't
We'll
like
give
it.
it a whirl.
Okay, everybody. Well, that's the end of this portion of the nail trim. They'll be right back and we'll do the Dremel. So,
Okay, and we are back. I'm just going to take this Dremel here and we're going to smooth down all these nails so there's no rigid part to where it won't catch on the socks or anything like that. We do use this mask, of course, because it is dusty. We're almost done, okay?
I know you got one to go. If you weren't experienced, I wouldn't let you do that.
Well, I wouldn't do it if it wasn't experienced, that's for
You gotta
sure.
start somewhere. What do
That's
you do
true.
To learn.
Practice on each other.
Oh no. I won't let anybody practice on me.
That's what I thought whenever I was in school and they had to practice taking blood.
Oh gosh, I wouldn't dare do that either.
Yeah, we had to practice on each other.
No, that's hard.
Alright,
Are you through?
we are finished with the Dremlin, and once we get finished, we take this alcohol pad and just clean the dust off. Make sure it's nice and clean. And then we lotion you up. Best part.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's your name?
Alexis.
Alexis.
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate your thoughtfulness and caring, and
Well, you're very welcome.
thank you so much.
You're very welcome, my dear. Alright, guys, and that's all we got for today.